Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? Street Justice here. Welcome back to my channel. We are back to another reaction to Game of Thrones on this Game of Thrones Thursday. This is Season 2, Episode 9, Blackwater. Last episode, they're really setting up the arrival of Stannis to King's Landing. I don't know if he's actually going to make it there this episode, because I feel like it's most likely going to go down in the season finale. That would make the most sense, but hey, if he arrives a little bit early, I will not be upset about that. I just see there being a lot of bloodshed at the end of this season, and I'm just hoping that we actually get to see some baddies go this time, because R.I.P. Ned Stark. I'm still upset, even though after this episode, it'll have been a full season since his passing. Man, I still haven't gotten over it. So yeah, I definitely want to see some baddies go this time. That would be very nice, because I already made my prediction. I think the last couple of reactions that I've done, I don't see Theon Greyjoy making it out of this season because of all the bad moves and decisions and choices he's made. His time has got to be coming shortly. I hope, my fingers are crossed, because if he goes, I'm going to get up and yell yippee. If he goes this episode, you guys can count on that. Take that to the bank. So that's definitely one death that I'm really looking forward to. I really don't know what else is going to go down this episode. I know Arya's on the run right now. Jon Snow is still being held captive. I don't think his life is in any real danger right now, though, so I'm not too concerned about him. I guess we're just going to have to jump into the episode and find out what's going to go down, really. Patreon link is down in the description below. If you guys aren't already subscribed to the channel, now is a very good time to click that button down below. Smash that like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go. We're arriving right at the start. I don't see their raid or their takeover being successful, though.
I won't let them hurt you.
I'm more concerned for her than I am for him.
We bore his cause and not a soul to hear.
You're going hard right before war.
Where'd you learn the Lannister song?
Drunk Lannisters.
Your Lord Im's going to miss you.
I expect you will someday.
It's go time. I don't think those two are done with each other.
Podrick, is that it?
Is that it? If you don't know the name of every boy in town.
I'm not entirely sure what you're suggesting.
I'm entirely sure you're entirely sure what I'm suggesting.
Do you trust him?
Oddly enough, I do.
The map you asked for.
Must be 20 miles of tunnels beneath the city.
Closer to 50.
Is that
The
how they're going to
Targaryens
escape?
built the city to withstand a siege.
I'm not escaping. Strange as it sounds, I'm the captain of the ship, and if the ship goes down, I go with her.
That is good to hear. You look well suited for battle, my lord.
Well, I'm not.
For all our sakes, I hope you are wrong.
Let's go.
They want to play music with us, let's play. Drums.
Don't get killed.
Nor you, my friend.
Oh, are we friends now?
Just because I pay you for your services doesn't diminish our friendship.
Enhances it, really.
I hope they both make it out alive. I'm more concerned for Bronn, though.
Sansa, come here!
It's like calling her like a dog.
I will pray for your safe return, my lord.
Will you?
Just as I prayed for the kings.
Ooh.
Stay safe, my lady.
And you, my lion.
If he dies this early, I'll be shocked.
Some of those boys will never come back. Joffrey will. The worst ones always live.
That's what I was saying.
Why isn't it here now? They're coming. Hound, tell the Hound that his king has asked him a question.
The king has asked you a question.
Lancel, tell the Hound to tell the king that the Hound is extremely busy.
If I tell the Hound to cut you in half, he'll do without a second thought.
That would make me the quarterman. Just doesn't have the same ring to it.
Tyrion's basically the king right now. That's what it feels like.
The lads caught a groom and two maids trying to sneak away with a stolen horse and some gold cups.
Battle's first traitors. Have Sir Ilyn see to them. Put their heads on spikes outside the stables as a warning. The only way to keep the small folk loyal is to make certain they fear you more than they do the enemy. Remember that.
There they are.
How's this gonna play out? I'm really anxious right now. I gotta be honest with you guys. Like, my hands are kind of like shaking. I don't know what's gonna happen.
There's only one ship.
I know what he's There's any out there.
There's no one on board.
Here we go.
Steer clear! Steer clear!
I like how Braun did the first shot.
Mother! Get down!
Oh! Oh my god. Obliterated. It worked. They didn't get Stannis though. They're gonna have to retreat with what they got left.
Prepare to land. Your Grace, the dwarf has played his little trick.
They're archers. Hundreds will die.
Thousands.
He doesn't give a fuck.
He's a serious man, Stannis Baratheon.
They're coming ashore.
Rain fire on them.
Pod, run to the King's Gate. Bring any men guarding it here, now.
Yes, Lord.
If any of these flaming fucking hells come near me, I'll strangle you with your own guts.
Ooh. So don't fucking shoot me while I'm out there. I love that we're actually seeing this war play out, because the last one, we saw from Tyrion's perspective when he was out cold. Like boulders down on him. Right next to him. I'm getting goosebumps right now. Whoa. Straight cut that man in half.
I think I know this one.
Uh-oh. No. Keep her away.
How long have you been in Lady Sansa's service?
A few weeks, Your Grace.
She's gonna find out.
When did you come to Westeros?
Oh, she's grilling her hard.
20 years ago, Your Grace.
What's your name?
Shay, Your Grace.
Tell us a story, Shay.
No!
When I was 13,
Oh, thank God.
Your Grace! His troops have landed outside the city walls.
Where is Joffrey?
On the battlements with Lord Tyrion.
Bring him back inside at once.
Cersei's still pulling the strings from behind the scenes.
When I told you about Sir Ilyn earlier, I lied. He's here for us. Stannis may take the city, he may take the throne, but he will not take us alive.
So if they get in, they're done. Yo, the Hound is like a one-man army. Through the eye. Braun! What's up with the Hound? Is he having like flashbacks or something from his past? They're falling back. He's going first. I'm not rooting for Stannis by any means, but I respect the man.
Bring me wine.
There you go.
Can I get you some iced milk and a nice bowl of raspberries too?
Eat shit, dwarf.
Dog, I command you to go back out there and fight!
Fuck the King's Guard. Fuck the city. Fuck the King.
Ooh!
The Queen sent me to bring you back to the Red Keep.
If you won't defend your own city, why should they?
What did my mother say exactly? Did she have urgent business with me?
She did not say, Your Grace.
He's actually looking for advice.
Tavares, surrender. Stay with my uncle and represent the king on the field of battle.
He's leaving though. He's not leading them. Everybody's seen that too. Tyrion's stepping up.
King's banner.
Men, form up!
The only way out is through the gates. And they're at the gates.
There's another way out. I'm going to show you. Come out behind them and fuck them in their asses!
Don't fight for your king! And don't fight for his kingdoms! Don't fight for honor, don't fight for glory! Don't fight for riches because he won't get anything!
Fight for what you have.
are brave men knocking at our door. Let's go kill them.
Stellar's one told you. This one will.
Come with me.
I need to say goodbye to someone.
The Druid said they'd rape everyone.
No one is raping me.
The lady's starting to panic.
I didn't even see him there.
What are you doing here?
Not here for long. I can take you with me.
Bring her home.
Take you to Winterfell.
Winterfell's not in a good position right now, though.
I'll keep you safe. Do you want to go home?
Damn, Tyrion! And he's actually out there with his men. With Joffrey's men.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, no. I was gonna say, it's way too easy. I can't believe what I'm seeing this episode. Why did he turn on him? There's no way he's gonna die from that.
I'll keep you safe.
Tywin. Wow.
The battle is over. We have won.
I just got goosebumps again. What an ending. Alright guys, that was Game of Thrones Season 2, Episode 9, Blackwater. That was probably the most action-packed episode that we've had to date. What an episode. That was incredible. All the way through, I don't even know how my actual reaction is going to turn out because I swear to God, for a lot of the action scenes, and there were a lot of action scenes this episode, I was pretty much just watching in amazement. From the second that the actual wildfire basically exploded and took off, I was pretty much amazed from that point on. The rest of the episode, what an episode. I'm so glad that a lot of people that I do care about are still alive because Tyrion, he got sliced up, but I don't think that was a kill shot, but he's definitely going to have a battle wound, a scar for the rest of his life. But yeah, I'm probably going to be jumping around a little bit here, guys, so I do apologize in advance. My mind is kind of racing and scrambled, and I didn't really write down or form too many thoughts. You guys are seeing the thought process play out right here, right now. So yeah, midpoint of the war, once Stannis actually proceeded to go on, even after the wildfire basically took out most of his ships and most of his men, or I don't know if it was most of them, but a lot of them, when he decided to land still, Joffrey himself, who's supposed to be leading his troops and his men in this battle, he basically retreated. He decided to go back to his headquarters, to his room, to just basically camp out and wait for this whole thing to resolve itself or to play out and see what happens from there. I don't know what his plan is because if his men were to lose at that point, he would just be a sitting duck there. He'd be tortured even more unless he was planning on killing himself if they did eventually break through. But we saw at the end there too, Cersei, she was ready to kill herself and I guess her youngest son, I think that was. I'm assuming that that's another one of Jaime's kids as well because he also has the blonde hair, which is kind of messed up because we've only really focused on Joffrey being the son of Cersei and Jaime Lannister. But I'm assuming that her youngest son there is another one based off the incest that we previously seen from them. So that's pretty interesting because she was ready to kill him and herself. And then at the very end, the major twist, Tywin actually showed up. I knew something was going down. It didn't seem right on the field as well because Stannis was up there, and then we did see more men arrive. I couldn't tell whose flag or whose banister that was at first that was being waved, but I guess it was the sigil of, I guess it was the Lannister sigil, so that was pretty cool. It was actually Tywin and his men. At first I thought it was Renly's men, I guess, proceeding with their own attack in his name and his honor ever since Renly died, but I guess they part of Tywin's army as well, so I'm a little bit confused about that because I thought they were two different factions. But yeah, back to what I was saying before, and Joffrey retreating in the middle of war, he didn't want to lead his own men. He is such a coward. At first, I was kind of giving him the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, he's actually looking for advice right now. Maybe when push comes to shove, he's not as evil as I thought he was. Maybe he's actually come to his senses a little bit. This is his attempt to be a good king. And then, nope, that was thrown right out the window right away because he decided to retreat. But then that moment right there, what came of it, Tyrion stepping up in that moment, I was basically saying that maybe these men are going to look at him as the rightful king or the true king moving forward, because he's the one that actually stayed to fight, even though his life is very likely going to be on the line. So that was a very cool moment. Seeing at first the men were not following him at all either. I'm like, he's gonna need to give a better speech right here. And then yeah, he kind of came around and they decided to follow him. He said, "Hey, I know another route. Follow me. We'll hit them from behind right up their arses." And that's exactly what they did. But as soon as they did that, I was like, all right, this is a little bit too easy, you know? Like there were so few men there at the main gate, and then they took them out fairly easily, and then they had like a sigh of relief that we did it. It's over. And then they looked over, that look that Tyrion gave. I think he even said like, "Oh shit." And then that's when we saw the whole flood of more troops coming, more of Stannis' troops come running in. So that was freaking crazy. One thing I was confused about there as well, because it looked like they were fending them off. They were doing their part still. And then Tyrion actually turned around. He looked at one of the guys, and I thought it was like one of Joffrey's like main henchmen, and then he sliced him. You guys are gonna have to fill me in on that, because I'm a little bit confused what exactly took place there, why that played out the way it did, because I thought he was on Tyrion's side, so why did he slice him? I don't think that's a kill shot. That's not going to be the last that we see of Tyrion, so I'm not too concerned about his well-being at the moment. But yeah, like I said, he's definitely going to have a war wound, a scar, or a battle story to tell the ladies moving forward, or at least report back to Shay. I was definitely concerned about Shay this episode as well. That's a good transition, because Cersei, she, as much as I dislike her, she is such a good actress, the actress that plays Cersei, because yeah, she knew right away. The character of Cersei is so smart too. She started grilling her, she was calling her out on her lies, and then thankfully saved by the bell or interrupted by the ongoings of war. But I feel like we're not done with that. It's like I said before, guys, I'm more concerned about the safety of the good ones than I am of the bad ones, because the bad ones, they're slithering snakes. They always seem to slip and slide and find their way through. But the good ones, like Shay, obviously she can fend for herself, but I don't see Tyrion being killed off just yet. I feel like he's such a good character and a main character as well. If anything, if he's going to be affected, it's going to be Shay that's going to have to suffer the consequences. And I feel like it's going to be by Cersei. She's too evil and she's already onto her. But another thing I wanted to bring up before I go is the Hound. Right in the middle of battle, he basically froze. And I don't know if it was like a flashback from his past, because we haven't really seen much of his past, but we do see the burn marks on his face. Like, he's been through some shit, so maybe seeing that guy that was coming, basically running at him with the sword and on fire, up in flames, maybe that was a reminder of some of his traumatic experiences from his past. So that was very interesting. But he basically had a wake-up moment while freezing in battle, because when he retreated himself. I do have to say, as much as a man as he is, and as honorable or as strong as a warrior he is, he did retreat as well. And he basically said, fuck the King's Guard, fuck the king, fuck the city, fuck everything. He did kind of have a turnaround moment though, when he was getting drunk and he was sitting in Sansa's room. He basically said, "Hey, you want to come with me? I will bring you back to Winterfell." But we don't know if she's actually deciding to go. She did say that it's safer there, King's Landing there for her, but we know what's going down at Winterfell. And if she does decide to go with the Hound, that's going to worry me more. I feel like she's safer now at King's Landing, but she doesn't know that, because she thinks that King's Landing is being overrun as well. So, man, what is she going to do? That's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out, if she decides to go with him or not in the finale. But yeah, we didn't see any of King Robb this episode. We didn't see any of Khaleesi. So it was basically just focused on King Landing and the ongoings there, which I'm glad that they did that, because there were a lot of ongoings there. So I can't wait for the finale. We didn't see too much bloodshed, which was interesting, because the war, we're in the middle of war right now. To see like not a lot of main characters go just yet. Obviously there's a lot of stuff going on. Tyrion got fucked up, but we haven't seen any real bloodshed just yet. So I'm pretty sure they're holding off that, because they didn't hold off on the actual war or the start of the war. They're holding off on a lot of the bloodshed for the finale. That's my guess. We didn't see any of Theon either this episode. That's very interesting, because you guys know my prediction. I don't want him to make it out this season. I guess we're going to have to wait and see how it all plays out in the season finale, which is the very next episode. As always, definitely let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. If you guys could like and subscribe, really helps my channel grow. Until next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't full enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit. Well, I'm not the one to be yo-yoing with you, but that shit on me. Then I watched you leave, let you back in, you came back in and shit on me. Drag me along for a week,